second break. I get a 15-minute break, and I thought, sit down, and I'm on my own all day, so chat to the phone. No one else to chat to, so yeah. But anyway, watch the. I know Scott and Wanda, more so Scott, I think, has had a bit of a thing with real aircraft beer. And someone said to me about the video. I kind of knew it was coming, and I watched it last night. And got to be honest, the video does not show Simon, aka Real Aircraft Craft Beer, in a good light. I mean, let's be fair. We're all guilty when we've had a drink of saying something we shouldn't do. Fucking hell, you know. And I'm pretty 99.99% of the time I watch very carefully what I say. You're on the internet, you know. Anybody can take what you say, and these days, Jesus, with the internet, it can go make you lose jobs and stuff. So you've got to be very careful. But anyway, we're looking into last night, and obviously there was this thing with the bear hooligan, and I've got to be honest, he's obviously got his people who aren't happy about him either. And I know I go on Twitter, and I don't know the people on Twitter that people from the beer industry, that not even beer tubers. So it's not like it's somebody who's jealous of somebody else because they've got more bloody followers. Not that it means shit really, but you know, you could have 10 followers and be a better beer tuber, a better beer reviewer than someone with 50,000. Trust me. But yeah, so obviously there was a bit of a fallout there, and I remember the Duvel thing, and I'm sure that Scott drank 10, and maybe Simon drank 7, but I'm not so sure that Mark drank 10. Mark, aka Bear Hooligan, that's his name anyway. I don't really know. I kind of are still on the periphery of the beer scene. You know, I always have been, probably always will be. I won't be in and amongst everybody else. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm pretty much a loner anyway. Not a loner from everyone, but certainly not one for the cliques. And I have noticed that there's a bit of a clicky thing going on around the beer scene. Hey ho, that's up to them. I ain't part of it. So last night I was watching it, and I don't know much about the Blue Van Man, apart from he's a Leicester fan, so hey. And I don't really know much about Chris the Butcher, but I've seen them doing the watch-alongs with Scott. They've come across as really nice blokes. And I remember, I think there was a thing last year where Blue Van Man said he's going to pack in his job and do YouTubing full time. Which, you know, if you've got the ability to do it, then why wouldn't you? I mean, and I know that Simon also does YouTubing full time. Although I've also heard that he drank 14% beers at 10 in the morning. It's a little bit bloody early for a 14%er. And apparently does all his reviews first thing. I mean, you do what you like when you like. You know, no one's going to tell you any different. You know, exactly that. But yes, tad early in the day, as I like a bit. But you know, but anyway, yeah. And from the whole thing, it just seems like there's jealousy, and it's sad, isn't it? Simon, let's be fair, has done well. At one stage, Central News put him on Central News saying, there's a little bloke here doing beer reviews. And I watched that back in, I think it was 2017. And I watched and I thought, I can do what you're doing, talk shite about beer. And I still do to this day, you know, to talk shite. And it's what got me into the beer review. I mean, let's be fair. There's things that needle me about Simon as well. I mean, this thing asking for about 500 likes. I mean, fucking hell. I want 500 likes. Yeah. And it's like, really? I mean, there's interaction. I get the interaction on lives. It's good. It's good for the people watching. Interaction's bloody brilliant. But asking for 500 likes? Yeah. I suppose everyone's each to their own, and it's not something I'd do. I don't even like asking for likes at all. But Yeah, and it just seems that every time he has a drink, he brings it up, and this obviously issue he's got with Scott and Blue Van Man, and but the way he's saying it, and you know, you only read. I watched it last night, so I'm only going off what I can see. I don't know any more ins and outs. I don't really want to know any more ins and outs. But I'm certainly, you know, it's certainly just giving a viewpoint from a different perspective, as it were. Obviously, first time I really ever interacted with Scott and Wanda was when I seen a video about Wanda's daughter, and you know, that shook a chord. As somebody who's got children, and you know, it brought home what people are going through, the scary stuff that we go through. And that's the whole reason I jumped on the 12-hour live at the time, right at the end of the day as well. Yeah, I shitted myself all night for that. Fucking stressed I am. Couldn't even have a drink as well because I didn't want to be pissed up and show myself up, as you do. Because at that moment in time, I was actually only really just and showing the rest of the beer community that I was actually there. Kept off the radar for a long, long time. I mean, to be fair, first year and 3/4, only really Dean's beer reviews was the only one. He came to me pretty flipping quick, he did. Asking about doing a live. I won't do a live then, I was shitting myself. Bad enough trying to talk in front of a camera. These days, talk shite all the time. There you go. And yeah, so just, you know, my thoughts on it. My thoughts are that, you know, everyone's a grown up. And Scott, in that video, showed Simon with evidence. And, you know, sometimes you take it on the nose, you say, I've been a dickhead, said the wrong things, I apologise. And none of us are perfect in this world. We know that. None of us are perfect. Jesus Christ, if I was perfect, I wouldn't be doing gardening. Yeah, I'd be a millionaire somewhere, sitting down, enjoying life. Yeah, I wouldn't have stress and anxiety. Yeah, I won't let little snidey comments get to me, get straight, and you know, and suffer from it all day just because of one bloody comment. And sometimes that can be a written comment as well. So it's little things like that, you know, and in a lot of ways, you know, in a lot of ways, the hatchet needs to be buried. And if I was going to talk to Simon directly, I'd turn around and say, look, calm it down, bury the hatchet for the good of the beer scene, you know, work with the other beer tubers. They're a cracking bunch of lads, and the odd lady here and there. But and for the most part, they're all absolutely amazing people, all very different, um, all knowledgeable in certain areas, you know, and good people on the whole. And the beer community, the whole beer review community, joined together, and you know, saying each other's names on reviews and lives, and actually sharing the wealth. Will that happen? I doubt it. I very much doubt it. I know that there's what's going off over there. Some bloody bird or something. Some bloody bird. Is it some bloke in the woods? Hey, yeah, I should have after I look round. Hey, you never know what's out there, do you? Hey, you get murdered in here one day, no one will know. So they see my body the next day. But yeah, you know, life's too short to hold grudges and all that. And Scott has now done his thing, and I thought he presented himself quite well. He's obviously very good friends with Chris and is it Dave, Blue Van Man, and yeah, and Dean and Barrett, all the beer no idea, you know. Keeps going quiet every time I look round. And they're obviously good mates. Went to the wedding and that, so you know, you're not going to break a friendship up. And the thing about YouTube is you do make friends, some good friends, and good friends who see past, shall we say, fakeness. And I see in some ways, although I don't agree with it, I see what Simon's trying to do. One, he's trying to protect his channel because obviously that's his money earning, so I get that. Not the right way. Two, he's jealous of this pyramid, and because like most people, they want to get more subscribers and then get more, and you know, let's be fair, a bump up from somebody who's a mega YouTuber, should we say, will do your channel something amazing, a world of good. And there's this thing of going viral. You can go from nothing to an amazing thing. And for people whose livelihood is that, I can see, don't agree, but I can see where it comes from. I mean, I don't agree with getting a beer. And I remember last year, Imperial Banana from Vocation Brewery. It was a cracker of a beer. Got poured down the sink, 1 out of 10. Okay, we've all got our you know, our viewpoints. Didn't bloody agree with that at all. Thought that was a bad review, and just an element to say something. And then some bloody lager from Jeremy Clarkson got 9 out of 10, and it's like, yeah, rightio. And that's inconsistent reviewing, you know. We all like styles and we all don't like styles, but with my reviews, and I've always stated this, it's lager versus lager, beer versus beer, wine versus wine, spirit versus spirit. So the marks I give out of 5, a lager score doesn't mean bugger all against a beer score, because it's the two different beasts. Yeah, so there's no chance that, you know, apart from somebody the other week tried to call me out on it and I put them right very quickly. Yes, dealt with that situation. So if you're giving a Vocation Imperial Banana, which was an absolute belt of a beer, 1 out of 10, and you're giving Rockstone, or whatever it's bloody called, 9 out of 10, that to me is a bit of piss poor reviewing. And you're diluting your reviews to support, whether it be for money or whatever other reason. I have no idea. I'm not part of such things. But yeah, it's interesting. But in any case, you know, I think Scott put the issue to bed last night. I do think that there needs to be a bit of growing up. And if someone's in the wrong, and we know who that someone is, hand on heart, just come out of it and be the bigger man for once, yeah? You know what I mean? And that's me done, because I've got to go back to work. Cheers all. And yeah, my take anyway.